Hi everyone, today I'm visiting Winterport, Maine, where they are hosting today's Pine Tree Jamboree. The sound of these pre-1953 flatheads is true nostalgia. Traditional vintage-style hot rods and custom builds will be racing at half the speed. It's all about bragging rights. Sit back and join me for this episode of Rodder TV.
Yeah, man.
How many passes did you make so far?
This is the first pass I just made.
Oh, first pass,
yep.
All right.
Yep.
How you doing?
Pretty well. My dad built this car. He was 75 years old.
Wow, huh?
He gave it to me this spring.
And what are we looking at? What type of engine is this?
It's a 26T with a 39 truck motor in it. Flathead V8. Turning 10.6s consistently. 10.6.
What's that?
Turning 10.6s consistently. 62.
Holderness, New Hampshire, and this is a Model A 29 Ford Roadster.
Now, are you the only female racing today?
No, there's a few more of us.
That's awesome.
Yes.
First time here? Great
Nope,
time?
I'm a 3-year veteran. So my goal today is to max out my passes. I did 82 last year, so I'm going for 100 this year. I'm at about 54 right now for the weekend.
Well, let's go.
All right.
Where you're from?
Bill Connors from New Durham, New Hampshire.
Wow. So how was it for Storm Lee yesterday?
It was pretty windy and wet.
What do you have today? What are you running?
I got a 4-banger in this. It's a 1931 Roadster.
Hi, my name is Eli English. Welcome to Maine. This is my race that is called Pine Tree Jamboree. It's a flathead only event in Winterport, Maine. It's a really cool event. It's all about traditional hot rods built in the early style up to 1953. So you get to see, basically it's a moving history exhibit. You get to see these really cool cars that are being pushed to the absolute limit. And I have a saying about the races, it's more fun to drive a slow car fast than a fast car slow. And if you come out here and watch this race, you'll see these cars at the starting line. They're being pushed to the absolute max. The wheels and tires are squealing, the axles are hopping off the ground. It's a really exciting thing to see happen. It's not like regular drag races where cars tend to be really fast and really smooth. These things are bouncing all over the place, and it's really cool to see all these cars being built specifically for this race. There's some cars here today that were literally in a field 2 weeks ago with trees growing through them. So there's people, it's this camaraderie of finding parts with all the people that are here. We come together and share parts and knowledge, and we try to help out as many people as we can to bring them into the hobby. There's a lot of newcomers that come here. They'll come as a spectator the previous year, to the tune of 10 to 12 people that came as spectators in the last couple of years have cars here this year. And they come from all over the country. We have cars here from the Midwest, Colorado. We have cars from Missouri. We had a car here from Wisconsin earlier yesterday. So the cars come from all over the place, and a ton of Canadian cars come down because they're not that far from Canada. It's just a really cool event to see, and
Now, something we do have to talk about, because we're going to be seeing this video all this year and next year, and in history we'll be seeing this.
Right.
But we have good old Eli that was at the back step yesterday, and the people that were here not only stayed through Friday, which was I heard was a great day. They weathered the storm of yesterday, and hung out, ate lobster and clam chowder, and they're here again Sunday.
They are, yeah. It's amazing. People, I mean, there was literally 60-mile-an-hour winds and sideways rain yesterday with temperatures in the high 40s. And we decided, hey, you know what? One guy came and he says, hey, I'd like to chop my car. And I said, hey, you know what? We can make that happen for you. So a friend of mine offered up a big circus tent for us to set up in. And people brought a campfire and set up in underneath the tent with us. And there was like probably 25, 30 people watching us chop a Model T. And it was awesome. It just gave us something to do while we were weathering out the storm. And I mean, it was so windy, literally we were welding and could watch the weld blow off to the side. But, you know, we were all in rain gear. It was hilarious to see happen. And I doubt there's anybody that can say they've actually chopped the car in a hurricane. And we were doing it in the absolute worst part of the storm, so it was awesome.
shaking right there.
Oh yeah. That's just when we grow these anchors.
Walked up sugar kids and I challenge you and I hope you saw a little red light. Is that good?
How old are you, young man? How old are you, young man?
7.
So what was it like actually going down this track today?
Awesome. I gotta tell them I won and all that.
That's a great story. I would stick with that one. Very cool.
Matthew, how fast did you go?
13.5 something?
Okay. Are you going to be faster next year?
I don't know.
You're not sure?
I got this much throttle.
Well, that's all you need. Thank you, Matthew.
You're welcome.
Thumbs up, brother.
Thumbs up.
I know, brother.
Good brother.
Having fun, right?
So what you look at here is it's actually a 1959. It's technically a little bit too new to race here, but because it's a slingshot, it's my race, I'll let it slide. But it is a flathead powered slingshot rail. They were built from 1959 to 1961, and they were outlawed because they were too short and too dangerous. And the cool thing about this particular car is an original 1959 chassis research KD8 chassis that's never been cut. So what happened with a lot of the cars back in the day, to keep racing, they lengthened them back out to 125 inch. This is only a 94 inch dragster. So that this car somehow, they just, when it got outlawed, they parked it. And it's...
Now the other big difference is, when we're going to take a video of it, is the roll cage, right?
Yes, yeah. The roll cage on these isn't like the modern roll cages we have where you protect it overhead. This one has an extra hoop. It's the only thing that's not original to the car. In 1961, they added an overhead hoop to try and get the past tech for another year or so. And then somehow it just got parked after that. They must have lost interest, and I found it on a stone wall at a farmer's field in Freeport, Maine, about 13 years ago. So.
Unbelievable story,
Yep,
huh?
yep.
Even today you found that, huh?
Yep, they're still out there. You just gotta look. Thanks for coming up. Yeah.
Putting this together. We had another whole afternoon of racing.
We do, absolutely.
I don't want to hold you up, man,
Yep,
but
tons
thank
of
you.
stuff going on. Thanks for coming out.
Thank you, Eli.
Yep.
I'm Daryl Varney of Porter Mufflers, and we're at Pine Tree Jamboree. 16 gauge seamless body, American made muffler, built in America with American materials. Your 2-inch muffler, which is really common on your flathead and low horsepower engines, 20-inch body, 16 gauge. Then we step up to our 2 1/4, up to our 3-inch 4-inch diameter body, 16 gauge seamless body, 12 gauge woven end cap, steel spiral core with stainless steel packing. The harder you hit the go pedal, the louder they get, and Porter prides himself on no drone. And if you want jewelry, everything's the same spec, only 304 polished stainless. Our most popular sellers are 2 1/4, 2 1/2. And then it steps up to our 3-inch for all of our horsepower guys.
Okay, so you're a local guy, you're local to Maine.
I'm local to Maine,
Big
yep.
supporter for Pine Tree Jamboree.
Yep.
How do we see it? Where do we have to go?
You go to portermufflers.com, Porter Muffs on Facebook and on Instagram.
All right, sing a lot of beer. Thank you very much. Great talking to you, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm Todd. This is my 31 Model A Coupe. I'm on Instagram at 57 Customs, and it's an 8BA motor. It's running pretty decent, great time up here in Winterport, Maine. I'm from Maine, and so it's right in my backyard. Well, I've been to all 3 of the Pine Tree Jamborees, and this has seen all 3, and it had been built just before the first event.
Very nice. So this is an 8-cylinder flathead.
Yes, sir.
Very nice.
Runs a 39 top loader transmission and quick change rear ends.
Very cool. We're going to see you run here. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Whereabouts you from?
We're from Derry, New Hampshire.
Okay. And how long have you been coming to Pine Tree?
Our second year here.
Second year?
Yep, it's awesome.
And who's riding shotgun today?
This is Axel. Say hi, Axel.
Hey, all right. Nice helmet, man.
Awesome, huh?
Fun time. Thank you.
Hey, thank you, buddy.
got it.
In the hot rod with 4-cylinder car over there on the far side of the track. Flathead V8 power for the tower side vehicle. Horsepower advantage there for the left lane. V8 powered car, 1080.
Where's my husband? Oh, here it comes.
Pine Tree, yeah.
We're trying to do it, man. Trying to get all you guys.
Nice job.
Comes up. Got a little rainstorm when I crashed. Really? Yeah. Took a long time to get up. Hey, you had a couple of nice runs there, brother.
Thank you.
It's fast. How you doing? Oh, yeah. He's a good boy. Good, Bill. Man, there's a lot of cars there, huh?
Yeah,
they said 100.
You got a lot of walking.
How you doing, family?
Hello.
When you gonna build one to come up and play?
How you doing?
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
This guy's no more flex. Woo!
Great.
Very nice there.
Thanks.
I kind of, it's weird. I'll go back to my parents' house. They live just outside of Rockford. And then,
I don't know if I caught you guys running yet.
no,
we're not
it's
quite
not a
allowed to
flathead.
You're not gonna run yet?
Well, it's not a flathead, so
Okay.
we might pretend later.
It doesn't know whether it's going to be a dune buggy, or a VW Flathead, right?
Cherryfield, Maine championship car in '61. Wild Bill Mancurbis, I believe, is the name that they tell me this car was. We dug it out. It's been 60 years since this girl's been out.
Wow, huh?
Yeah.
And you brought her out today?
Hey, I got lucky. Yeah. Who checked that guy? I do not know. I cannot say.
How you doing? Come to the back in here, the last row. It's a 40s 40, right? Beautiful. We're going to be sticky here.
I go wedding weekend today, so I couldn't bring anything home. I was trying to bring the roaster home.
We got to be on this back side of the track. We got a lot of sun up here. A lot of cars.
Yeah, they made a look stock. Yeah, that they would.
The cars of Pine Tree Jamboree. It's amazing seeing them all together. How you doing, brother?
How's it going, man?
We gotta be on this side of the track because this is the sun side. I gotta be at the sun behind me here. That's Mike. Was it Mike?
It's Mike.
Mike, man, we know Mike. We've seen Mike in a couple of videos. Milltown, right, Mike?
Yes, sir.
We're gonna see you run today, man.
It's been a good day.
Thank you for the invite. This was one heck of a show between talking to you and Eli and Bonnie. This all happened, man.
Good people.
Very
Definitely
nice.
is a good time and good people.
Yeah. Running down the road. How you doing?
Oh yeah.
Thumbs up, man. Yeah, brother. How you doing, everybody? Hello, hello. How you doing? Trying to get everybody. There's a lot of cars here this year, huh?
There's a lot of cars.
I think they said about 100. I don't know quite how many, close to 100, but I think we're pretty close to it.
Thank you, Rodder TV.
One piece at a time. That's a great story there. And that's how it goes, right?
Yeah.
It's always a work in progress.
You never know where you're going to end up.
Cost more than a dime.
Hello, everybody. Hey, hey. This car is too nice to be racing, but it's beautiful.
He's been racing.
Beautiful, man.
Are you rodder TV or hump rodder TV?